Although Matthew starts and ends with the first and last parts of Jesus' life, the middle section might seem like a mishmash of the rest of his ministry. But in fact, Matthew is really well organized, and once you understand its structure, even relatively easy to remember. Matthew breaks down into 5 main parts, mirroring the 5 books of Moses, or the Torah, with an intro and conclusion on either end. The intro is chronological and focuses on Jesus' birth and the origin of his ministry, with a lot of emphasis on the way this promised Messiah is the fulfillment of prophecy. The conclusion, which is also chronological, gives the story of the Last Supper, Jesus' trial and the crucifixion and the resurrection. Again, with the focus on the fulfillment of prophecy. Now, for those 5 middle or Torah-like sections. Remember that Matthew is, at its core, the teaching gospel, and its middle sections reflect this. All 5 sections are parallel, meaning they're organized in the same way, probably to help a reader or listener remember their content better. Each of these 5 middle sections starts with a narrative about Jesus' healings and actions. And then each section closes with one of Jesus' sermons. In other words, narrative followed by teaching. Here are the 5 sections and their sermons. Section 1 features the Sermon on the Mount in chapters 5 through 7, which introduces the basic elements of the Christian message. Since Matthew is sort of a bridge between the theology of the Old Testament and the theology of the New, you might even think of Jesus as the new Moses, and these Beatitudes as the new commandments. Section 2 features the mission sermon in chapter 10, which empowers Jesus' disciples. Section 3 records Jesus' sermon in parables in chapter 13, which is a response to the fact that many people have not accepted or seem to understand Jesus' message. Section 4 features Jesus' sermon on the church in chapter 18, which is a response to the need for a lasting community of Christians. Finally, Section 5 contains Jesus' eschatological sermon in chapters 23 through 25. That's right, I said eschatological. That's the branch of theology that focuses on the end of the world. No surprise here, this final section addresses the end of the world and responds to the developing certainty that Jesus will be crucified.